Cafe Live at the Queen will close its doors in May, 6 years after opening in Wilmington. Last week's announcement has many worried about the Queen Theater's future on Market Street. What happened and what this means for downtown Wilmington is the subject of this week's First Look.
3, 2, 1.
When the storied Queen Theater was brought back to life in 2011, there was so much optimism about its success and the renaissance of downtown Wilmington.
I came into the Queen Theater and I was hooked. When I saw this place and heard that people were willing to do what we needed to do to make it work as a World Cafe Live, I said, let's go. It was a symbol of the urban blight of Market Street since 1959, and now it's really a beacon of hope.
For many years, the Queen was that beacon of hope. The first year alone, World Cafe Live drew more than 120,000 people from surrounding states, curious about the building and the city, and excited because of the music.
Well, hello, Wilmington, Delaware.
The music venue became the centerpiece around which the Loma District would develop. Soon, restaurants, coffee shops, bars, and apartments started popping up. Many, including Hal Reel, saw the Queen's resurrection as the key piece to finally turning Market Street and downtown around. And while much has changed in the 6 years since World Cafe Live came to town, Reel says the improvements have not been strong enough and fast enough to justify the music venue's 24/7 pace. A Facebook post from Reel states, "We are proud of the role we have played as a catalyst for revitalizing downtown Wilmington, although we had hoped the downtown renaissance would have grown at a more rapid pace."
One of the unique challenges that I think World Cafe Live had is maintaining a 7-day-a-week operation.
Mark Fields is the executive director of the Grand Opera House, a few blocks up the street from the Queen.
We rarely at the Grand or the Playhouse are in a situation where we're trying to put performances in here every night of the week and in multiple venues. And so that does create a different equation that presents more challenges.
City spokesman John Rago says new management will take over operations at the Queen after World Cafe Live leaves at the end of May, emphasizing in an email that the Queen is not closing. According to Rago, we were in need of some new energy and a new focus on programming at the venerable Queen Theater. So this change was probably overdue. The future looks bright for the Queen and for all of the downtown district, which continues to attract residents and visitors alike. The Light Up the Queen Foundation isn't going anywhere either, Director of Development Tina Betts says.
A lot of the arts programming that the Light Up the Queen Foundation does happens right here in this space. So a cooperative partner is very, very necessary, and World Cafe Live has been that. When we're moving forward with another partner, those are the types of things that we'll talk about.
From a business standpoint, the changes to downtown weren't enough to keep World Cafe Live afloat, but Betts says Wilmington's renaissance is well underway and gaining momentum.
It's like reading a book. You know, you turn a page, it's the next chapter. World Cafe Live was the perfect partner with Hal Reel and his energy and his ideas to get this project off the ground and to stabilize this area of Wilmington. I mean, the corner of 5th and Market Street is so different than it was even 6 short years ago. And it's because of the team that was put together that included World Cafe Live.
This might be a setback, but it's not going to stop what's going on, and I think we can clearly see it from here. We're not to it yet, but we can see it, and it's pretty gratifying after a lot of hard work on the part of a lot of people to get there.
So we're still waiting to find out who'll come in after World Cafe Live exits the Queen on May 25th, but shows and events, including this year's Shine a Light concert fundraiser benefiting the Light Up the Queen Foundation, are expected to go on as scheduled through the end of that month.
And when the Queen opened, a big part of the draw was public radio station WXPN broadcasting live from downtown Wilmington at the Queen. Where does this leave them?
So WXPN General Manager Roger LeMay says that his station will continue to work with World Cafe Live in Philadelphia and that he hopes to continue to rock in the future and remain part of the Queen under the new management.
Said as only he can. So the city's been talking about turning around Wilmington and really making it a place, for a destination for people to go, especially at night. And we've seen that ball sort of slowly rolling. Why has it taken so long to see some of the fruits of that?
So Mark Fields from the Grand says that it has taken this long to get all the right stakeholders on the same page. You know, the performance venues, the businesses downtown, the restaurants to all come online together. But that collaborative nature finally coming together at this moment is why the city is now seeing results.
All right, thanks, Shirley. And we'll continue to check out, see where the Queen is going, and check out newsworks.org/Delaware to see who will be taking over the Queen after World Cafe Live leaves.